Hi, I'm Elizabeth Swider, founder and president of Care is There Geriatric Care Management, and this is a presentation about how to prepare for a medical emergency. These days, many people live far away from their aging loved ones, and they worry about what will happen if there's a medical emergency. In the next few minutes, I'll give you steps to take to be prepared, even if you are a long-distance caregiver. Why prepare for an emergency? By doing a few things in advance, you can improve the care your loved one receives in an emergency, and that will bring you and your loved one some valuable peace of mind. First, identify the people who should be contacted if there is an emergency. This should be someone local so they can respond quickly. It should be someone you trust, and it should be someone who is willing and able to be an advocate in case of an emergency. Ideally, the emergency advocate is the person who has been named as the decision-making agent under a durable healthcare power of attorney. But sometimes the agent doesn't live nearby, so you need someone local who can be on site and can communicate with the agent. And ideally, you should have a backup advocate. It's helpful to obtain HIPAA release documents that reassure healthcare providers that they have permission to share healthcare information with the advocate. HIPAA is a law that, among other things, aims to protect the privacy of health information. Technically, a HIPAA release isn't necessary in most cases, but to avoid confusion and hassle in an emergency, it's good to have one. You can read more about this in the HIPAA article at careisthere.com, where we also include a link to a HIPAA release form you can download from the American Bar Association. Just go to the resources section of careisthere.com and search on HIPAA. One of the best things you can do to prepare is to gather and post information that healthcare providers need in a medical emergency. This includes medical history, medication list, allergies, blood type, organ donor preferences, doctors and pharmacists, emergency contacts, agents under healthcare power of attorney, advanced medical directives, do not resuscitate, and physician orders for scope of treatment. Then place the information where emergency responders have been trained to look, on the refrigerator and in the wallet. You should also give the information to the advocate so they will have it in an emergency. You can download forms from careisthere.com in our article about medical information forms. Search for it in our resources section. Be careful that the emergency medical information you're posting is current and accurate. For example, are you sure your loved one is taking all the medications on their list? Some people stop taking their medications because they think they're too expensive, or they don't like the side effects, or they think they're taking it but forget to take it. So you should verify that the list you are posting represents the actual medication your loved one takes. If their memory is good enough, you can ask them what they're taking. It's also a good idea to check their pill boxes to see if pills are left in containers. Another great way to be prepared for a medical emergency is to use technology to alert emergency responders that your loved one needs help. Personal emergency response systems take many different forms now. Some are worn like pendants and others can be worn like watches. Some include fall detection technology that automatically calls for help if your loved one has fallen. Companies are now developing more and more sophisticated ways to monitor daily movements to identify unusual periods of inactivity. For example, if the refrigerator door is not opened by a certain time, or if a bedside pressure mat is not activated at a time when the person is expected to have gotten out of bed. If a medical emergency happens and emergency responders are alerted, they need to find your loved one's home and get your loved one out. Too often, emergency responders have trouble locating the house. They give these tips about clearly marking the house number. Put the address on the home and at the end of the driveway, not just on the mailbox. Use a reflective or illuminated material so the address can be seen in the evening as well as during the day. Use numbers that contrast with the background. Use large numbers and make sure they can be seen from all directions. Clear the view of the numbers from obstructions like shrubs, trees, or decorations such as flags. the emergency responders need to bring in a 26-inch wide stretcher, so be sure furniture or other items do not block access. If you are worried about your loved one and they don't answer the phone, you want a way that you or the local advocate can check on them. Most senior living communities will have a way your loved one can give the security people permission for you to enter their home and check on them. If your loved one lives in their own home, you will have to weigh options like giving a key to trusted friends or neighbors or hiding a key on the property. Avoid giving keys to professional caregivers. Avoid hiding keys in obvious places like over the door frame or under the mat. In a life-threatening medical emergency, healthcare providers need to know what treatments your loved one wants or doesn't want. Advanced healthcare directives, also called advanced medical directives or living wills, are a record of these wishes. Every adult should prepare an advanced healthcare directive and name a trusted person as agent under durable healthcare power of attorney to speak for them if they can't speak for themselves. Consult an elder law attorney for details about how to draft an advanced healthcare directive and healthcare power of attorney document that meets your specific needs. The website of the American Bar Association offers a consumer toolkit for advanced healthcare planning. Some people will also choose to have a durable do not resuscitate order or a physician's order for scope of treatment. Both require a physician's order, and your loved one should discuss the options with their doctor. Medical emergencies can be frightening and exhausting. Some involve lengthy waits in the emergency room. Consider a few comforts for both you and your loved one that you can grab quickly on the way out the door. Your loved one's reading glasses and hearing aids, a book or newspaper, a wrap to keep your loved ones warm, healthy snacks, change for the vending machines, a cell phone charger, things like this. But don't bring valuables to the hospital. See your loved one often in person so you can monitor any changes in their health and their living situation. If you can't visit, arrange for friends or a professional advocate to do so. Here is a summary of the steps we discussed. At Care is There Geriatric Care Management, we take care of all these steps for our clients. If you would like our assistance or know someone who does, you can contact us at Care is There. This is our contact information. Please contact us if we can help you or someone you know. You can download these presentation materials on our website, careisthere.com. Look in the Resources section under Health and Safety and then Preparing for an Emergency. In the Resources section, you'll also find lots of other solutions for the challenges that caregivers face every day. I'm Elizabeth Swider, founder and president of Care is There Geriatric Care Management, where our vision is that all older adults and their loved ones have the knowledge and the local support to choose and implement a life they love.